I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. Yes, we are going to be playing Firewatch and repair. Yeah, face cam. Yeah, it's back. Well, it's not back if you're new to me. So yeah, finally up cam. You get to see my ugly mug. So yep, not gonna have any music for this game because this could be pure gameplay and listening. So well, purely listening. So without any delaying of any sorts, let's get straight into the game. Already got subtitles on. I'm very excited about this. Well, let me just double check because you know, music. Yeah, let's so you put that 45. Everything looks to be good. Yep. Let's go. Okay, new game. I actually really love this game. It's so good. I've got one ear open because, unfortunately, no matter if I plug a microphone in there or put this headset in there and use these earbuds, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna try and listen as best I can. I think you won't be able to pick it up in the microphone. Boulder, Colorado, 1975. Just full disclosure, I have played, well, I have watched this entire game. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professionals and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. What's that? University? I have no idea. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. So what's up? So what's your major? Yeah, I haven't seen this in a while. You're pretty. Let's do that. You're pretty, she says coolly. You are not. You are the future. You are a future hangover. What? You reply confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Yeah, that was quick. Okay. I'm playing PS4, obviously, so yeah. Okay. Oh, bit settings. It's a bit of slow movement. Control. Is that how fast it is? You're not okay. R2 objective. Okay. Oh, that is slow. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. I'm actually gonna go with the beagle. I actually really like the beagles. I do like German, well, shepherds, but I don't know, I just like beagles. I'm named Bucket. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You took out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. It's really hot here. I've got my fan on. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids? They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple of little idiots, that would be pretty good. One day, why rush? Yeah, pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. This game is beautiful. It's absolutely astounding. Just the art. I love this style. Just look at this rock. It's just really done really well. So let's look at this board. Serapher Trailhead. We can't look at that. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Warning: Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Okay. So we have got our backpack, and let's go. Can't look at that. I'm just taking in the view. So good. 1980. It's a Thursday night and Julie is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. I don't know why you get angry. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad, you ignore her. I would ignore. If those two options were the only options. You don't touch each other all night. The next day you feel guilty for being so angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research and she draws all the places she goes. She draws you. You pose like flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. YOLO, right? Julia was right. You are very pretty. Oh god. Look at that. That's so cool. Two Forks Fire Lookout. 8 more miles. It just looks amazing. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. So do I, fun fact. You confront the attacker, you scare him away, you beat his goddamn face in. I'm not much of a fighter, but at least I'll try to defend. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough, you crying your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. It's actually quite nice. But it does get a little upsetting. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Okay. Convince her not to take the job. Agree if she commutes back and forth. I mean, she would probably. I mean, if it was a normal, like, sort of relationship in real life, she would probably commute. I'm just saying. You ask her if she'll Commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. Pardon me. Apologise. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on unpaid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing the books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. Nah, talk to someone like that. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Okay, if you are sensitive to very, very mild nudity, very mild, then don't look for the next 10 seconds. Oh, press X. Oh, that's funny. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. 1987. Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to Nexon over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She's sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get a Julia who calls you a dope and you're unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family they are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Judy around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. Assist with you for a couple of months. Decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take her over by yourself. As much as I would love somebody, I don't think I would be able to take care of someone. Not out of lack of trying or lack of thinking about trying, but I just couldn't. In my personal circumstances anyway, I wouldn't be able to. So yeah. As you can tell, I'm getting a little out of breath. That's sort of my thing as well. So I apologise if that annoys anyone. Aww. Yeah, I don't think deers actually do that. I've heard a couple of people say that. The family agrees with your decision. You find a fantastic place in Boulder and move her there. You see her every day. I've actually never seen anyone choose this option. I guess most people would actually be able to. You go out to the bar with your old friends. It's not the same. You get the feeling that every wife tells her husband, if you ever put me in a home like Henry did, I will cut your balls off. You slowly decide to not see your old friends that much. Douchebag friends, that's what they are. 1989. Julia's sister Susan moves to Boulder to be close to her.